Disease is man-made. Virus, man-made. Who would make a fucking virus to put it on people? Now it's starting to make a little sense, ain't it? Only a sorcerer will create a virus to put on people. No one else in the past. We have to know that disease and virus is not natural. These are man-made curses. In the past, they would be deemed as that. So like I always say, all STDs, those are curses. If a person give you a STD, I don't give no fuck if the person give you crabs. In the past, a person could curse you with crabs. You know, put crabs on you. That's a curse. Affliction. You feel me? How you scratching there? Well, you feel me? So somebody just cursed you. If someone gave you gonorrhea, that's a fucking curse. If someone gave you AIDS, they cursed you. Now we have to remember, since disease and virus was created from knowledge of the plant, because you mix and merge different plants that ain't compatible with each other, then you add some outside sources in, well, this creates disease. So the source is in the sorcery, because the source is nature. This is why source is in sorcery, because sorcery requires the use of nature, or things that come from nature, like plants, roots, seeds, stems, flowers. You have to, you feel me, have the knowledge of the plant, you feel me, to know how to heal or cause affliction. So it's deep. COVID-19 was created. It wasn't a real it wasn't a disease that the earth created, or a virus. We know it's a virus. The coronavirus disease. COVID stands for coronavirus disease, and it was created in 2019. So they say. But whole time we know that this virus didn't just emerge naturally. Who created? Sorcerers. I take that back, because we in modern times. Scientists was in a laboratory mixing and merging different shit. They took the old coronavirus, you feel me, added some shit, made shit, you know, did what they did. Now this thing mutated into corona and into COVID. And then what happened? Once they mutated, you know, basically you caught a mild version of corona, you feel me? But they mutated this motherfucker. You know, this motherfucker got crown spikes, you feel me? If you look at the COVID-19 virus through a scope, you can see the crown spikes that this virus has. Now, this motherfucker's been mutated, developed in a laboratory by sorcerers or scientists, then put on people, released on people. This is sorcery. If we was in modern times, this would be considered a curse put on the whole planet. COVID was a curse put on the whole planet by who? Elite sorcerers. Because in the past, a curse was considered disease or a virus, because nature didn't create the diseases. Only man did. The only man that would even think about creating a disease or a virus and putting it on people is a sorcerer. He has knowledge of the plant. He's very wise, knows a lot of things, knows a lot of recipes, and he decided to use that knowledge of the plant, which is roots, for evil purposes. This is sorcery. So COVID is a curse that was put on the masses of people. We know curses have cures. A curse have cures, many cures. to one curse. Curse, the goddess put it in the curse or cures. Curse has cures to it for a reason. Because in the beginning, curses was only disease and virus. You got to think about it. Let's say like AIDS. AIDS wasn't, people wasn't dying from AIDS like back in the day. Like in probably like, let's go back to like the 1800s. AIDS wasn't no thing back then. This shit was developed. It was created. So a person putting AIDS out there on people, nobody developed AIDS naturally. It didn't come from Earth or Mother Nature, and humans just didn't catch it. So whoever was the first person that caught AIDS, it was put on them. They didn't get it naturally. Somebody put it on them and gave it to them. The person that gave the first person AIDS didn't give it to him. May have you. That person 9 times out of 10 didn't have AIDS. AIDS, let's just say AIDS wasn't a thing. And then the sorcerer creates the AIDS virus. The sorcerer don't have the virus. He creating it. And then he put it on a first person. Most likely it was a woman. Most likely. That person was a woman who had the first AIDS virus, because that's who they attacked. And they know all life must come through the portal, and men love women. You got certain men out here that even take some shit. Rapists and shit. Look at Mystical. But what I'm saying is, the first person that caught AIDS or any STD, gonorrhea, you feel me, herpes, you feel me, crabs. The first person that got crabs, that shit ain't natural. Lice, you know how white people be catching lice? That's a curse. In ancient times, lice was considered a curse, and them motherfucker put that shit on you. Or crabs. So whoever was the first person, let's say to catch herpes, somebody put that on them as a curse. Somebody cursed them. And then of course, some curses may be contagious. So this is deep level sorcery. Nature it's deep. You gotta know a thing to know a thing. Diabetes. Whoever was the first person to catch diabetes, and they didn't develop it. Diabetes was put on people. All disease and virus were put on people. So it's like McDonald's. If you can catch diabetes by eating McDonald's every day, then they putting that shit in your food, you're going to catch it. And that McDonald's cursed you in ancient times. But we say, nah, we don't live like that no more. Yes, we do, because that's where all this shit derived from. As I was saying so disease and virus was the first curses. And drugs and addiction was the first spells. I know we say the spell is in the spelling. We use curse words. That's modern day shit though. Real spells involved knowledge of the plant. How to put that shit on somebody to have control over them. Spells are used for control purposes. Curses used to cause affliction, to hurt you, harm you. If I wanted to hurt you, I wouldn't spellbound you. I would curse you. You feel me? We still got a lot of curses of the past that still plague us today. And we in the spiritual conscious community. We have to look at things from this perspective, because we the gods and the goddesses of the plane. We broke reality. Everybody else still stuck in a bubble. You made it out. You know what the fuck going on in here. You know you ain't supposed to be waking up every fucking day, going to work for 8 to 12 hours just to get your check once a week. And then you have to pay bills with your check. Basically give your money back to the city. We know that ain't normal. Some people think that's what's supposed to happen. And they still stuck. But we gods and goddesses, we broke reality. So we must look at things from a spiritual aspect. As I said, disease and virus are curses. Drugs and addiction are spells. You have many different type of spells, man, you feel me? But all in all, spells are put on people for control purposes. This is what love spells are for, to control you. You know. Knowledge of the plant can take you there. Let's just say your knowledge of the plant. You know magnolia leaves. What's up, Kiki Peace Goddess? What's up? You know that magnolia leaves attracts men subconsciously. You know that sweet peas can get a man aroused. You know that if you take your man's underwear and put them in and bury him in the backyard, of course with a few herbs that you need the knowledge of, and the amount too. You not only need to know like what herbs I need to mix and merge, but you need to know the amount, the portions, all that shit. If it's done right, you'll see results. If not, you're wasting your time. But you can bury your man drawers in the backyard along with the right recipe. The mixing and merging of different herbs and roots. And if you wanted to make that spell even stronger, you would even add menstrual blood. And you do that to a nigga, that nigga is not gonna leave the house until you unbury his underwear. But it won't work if the normal person try to do it, because they don't have the knowledge or of the plant. They don't know the ingredients. You can't just bury a nigga drawers. No. This involves roots, knowledge of the plant. You feel me? You need to know the ingredients. Need to know the ingredients. So if you add, when you start adding menstrual blood to your spell work, well, this amplifies the intent. This amplifies the intent when you start adding menstrual blood. Menstrual blood is powerful. It's the most richest soil on the planet. Like, real talk. Real talk. So if you do that, say bury your man drawers with the right herbs, it'll work. But if you add your menstrual blood now, you taking this shit to a whole different level. Menstrual blood, the spells involving menstrual blood are more dangerous though, because these become the man become more possessed, more obsessed. And it's very hard to reverse a love spell that involves menstrual blood. Very hard. So you might not want to be playing around with that shit, because that nigga might get hooked. Now, there's real talk though. The spells that involves menstrual blood, they more dangerous and they're hard to reverse. They can be reversed, but they're a bit hard to reverse. You might regret it in the end. Infinite soul vibrations. Hey, goddess. Hey, I need to come and see you, man. ASAP. Hey, soul vibrations. I need to come see you, goddess, because I need a new rap, and I got some shit, man. You know, we're gonna tap in on the knowledge and the spiritual shit, but as far as like, you know, I wanna let you know this, what else going on and shit, but I'd probably be Monday. Are you open on the weekends though? Shit, cause I need to holler at you, man. Like real. Matter of fact, I'm finna DM. Man, I can't even do it. I'm gonna DM you as soon as I get off live, goddess. You see, I need a re-wrap, man. Shit, my shit looking kind of tarnished. You know, on the real shit. But yeah, though. The spells that involve menstrual blood is they way more powerful, but they harder to reverse, and they more dangerous. You feel me? This is why only the wise ones, you know. Okay, I'ma DM you as soon as I get off here too, goddess. Say cleaning with lemon juice. Yeah, if you bury your man drawers in the backyard, you know, I just gave y'all some gems though. A couple of little secrets. You know, that magnolia leaf. This why the goddesses in like down south in like New Orleans, where they practice roots at, they be walking around shaking the magnolia leaves. Y'all know the leaves, the magnolia leaves. They walking around shaking the magnolia leaves. It's for attraction. How you attract man. Also sweet peas. You like cooking for your man, you know. Add sweet peas into the meal. Sweet peas is a love vegetable. It helps, you know, it helps people fall in love faster. So these are like secrets, you know. How I know? Of course, I've been involved with a few witches, you know, so I know a few things. For real. But it's deep. You just gotta understand that if we on a spiritual journey, we just can't say coronavirus is a disease. No. We gods and goddesses. We have to look at everything from a spiritual aspect. All disease and viruses are curses. So we have to curse. And honestly, they created the jab. Now you got the vaccine for it. And so there's curses. Every curse has cures. Every curse has cures. The vaccine didn't cure coronavirus. So this is like deep level sorcery. They making sure. And this shit cold blooded. They say they had the vaccine. People take the vaccine, get the shot. They still need to wear a mask. They're still getting sick. So this isn't the cure. You feel me? There is a cure because all disease and virus was created from nature through the knowledge of roots. So this is how you reverse that curse. Through the same knowledge, roots. You have to have the knowledge though, the wisdom on what plants to mix and merge, how much. It's deep. When you get deeper and deeper into the shit and you become more wiser, you understand, you know, everything can be done sporadically. Sometimes you have to wait to a specific time of the month to perform healing rituals, you know, certain healing practices. You have to have the knowledge or be wise, have the wisdom of what's a good time of the month to execute. Hey, this shit cold-blooded, but the trolls love it. Oh, photo up. Real talk, bro. Real talk. You have to have the knowledge, though, you know, of what days to do it on. You know, this is when you ascending. More knowledge is given to you from your elders. And, you know, the more practice you put in, the more mistakes you make. So the more wiser you become. You start learning like, yo, hold on. This is more effective on right after the full moon. A waning gibbous. This is more effective, so this is the time of the month. I should shit like that. But it's deep. Use astrology. You have to, man, Joe, you have to know as above, so below. So certain things should be done during certain astrological alignments up above. Certain things should be done during certain astrological alignments. Now, can't just do anything at the spur of the moment. You'll be wasting time. Or you can self-afflict. You call self-affliction. What's up, man? I got my spade players in the building. What's up, y'all? Want to get a spade game, Joe? We got New Ways, Vegan Soul. Let me know. Hey, Vegan Soul, didn't you have questions, got us? If you at the crib, you could put them in the question box, boo. But yeah, though, y'all trying to get a spade game, let me know. I'll post up in a group chat. Yo, who playing? Matter of fact, let me post up. All right, Vegan Soul. I'm finna post up in a group chat right now, got it, so. Oh, okay, you already did. All right, what was the question? This nigga solo from doing interview. Let me see. That's deep. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Damn, it ain't giving me the option of man, it's cold. It's cold-blooded, but the trolls love it. Oh, lower back. Yes. I sure you gotta stop on my shit, cause what about Akashic Records? Have you accessed yours? Of course, goddess. So the Akashic Records is the subconscious mind. This is where thought resides at. This is where the record of thought is kept. Or thought. Thought or thought. Or Tahuti. So in the Emerald Tablets, Tahuti states that he is the keeper of records. And we know that your subconscious mind is the memory. It stores the memory of everything you don't remember and everything you do remember. So this is truly what the Akashic Records is. The subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind stores the memory. And, you know, this is where thought or Tahuti is, you know, keeping the records in the subconscious. That's how I identify the Akashic records. You know, I know it's a lot of different renditions of it, you know, but this perspective or way to look at Akashic records as it pertains to being the subconscious mind, this was revealed to me through life. And it makes more sense than what everybody else saying, because it's deep. It's deep. But I would love to hear your perspective on the Akashic records, though, Vegan. So have you recognized any previous lifetimes? Definitely. Yep. I normally recognize them through the kids. You know. Been here many a times. You know. We've all been here many a times through our ancestors. Reincarnation is only possible through DNA. DNA is the information that is passed down generation after generation. DNA is the reason we are able to reincarnate from our ancestors. We are a reincarnated version of our ancestors. We've been here many, many times. I've been here as a woman, and I've been here as a man. I've been here as my mother, and I've been here as my father. You feel me? So you've came and experienced life each and every way a human can. Now it's deep. I want to come do shrooms with y'all. Man, shrooms is deep. I fuck with shrooms. I don't do them a lot. I had like 4 mushroom experience. That was very enlightening. One of them was like a bad trip because I ate too much. And that was like my second time, and I was doing too much, and it's just like that shit got a little spooky. But the other 3 times, enlightening. It really, you know, brought me to the understanding that you are God. How do I know that I am God? When I'm talking to myself, when you talking to yourself, who are you talking to? You can't say I'm talking to myself, because a conversation involves 2 people. You're just one person. So when you're talking to yourself, who are you talking to? It's deep. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, thinking out loud or, you know, because some of us have thoughts and we speak them subconsciously. We think out loud. I'm talking about sometimes, like, the older I get, the more and more I'm talking to myself. Like, I noticed that. And when I was young, I used to look at old people talking to themselves, and I used to say they crazy. But I understand how the mind works now. See, when we was a kid, when you was a kid, you had an imaginary friend. That imaginary friend existed to you, was real. It wasn't real to nobody else but you, and you could really see someone. You would really talk to someone. They would talk to you when you was a kid, but no one was there. No one else can see them. So as we get older and we get more and more programmed into this society, which is truly a matrix, then that our imaginary friend we had when we was younger, it fades away. It fades away. And it don't become reality anymore. But as you grow out through life, you know, you and your teenagers, you know, early 20s, 30s, 40s, you know, through those times, the imaginary friend has disappeared. But once you start getting up of age, well, then this imaginary friend reoccurs. So when old people are talking to themselves, who are they talking to? They talking to that imaginary friend that they once had when they was a kid, before they got programmed by society. It's that imaginary friend. We can say it's you, everything is you. I understand that perspective. We talking about, on a more individual from an individual standpoint. Like, your imaginary friend is not you. You actually see someone there. You feel me? You can't tell a kid there's no one there. I can't, man. My homie daughter, she got an imaginary friend, and it's like, gee, this shit be crazy. And you can't tell her that's an imaginary friend. You feel me? Like, it's deep. My point is this: don't become programmed by society. When you talk to yourself, this is the spirit speaking to the soul, two different entities. She say with the why not Mudra? Shit. Man, G. You know it. See, it's pyramids all through this Mudra. You feel me? It's pyramids all through this Mudra. Upside down pyramid. One pyramid at the top, one at the bottom. You feel me? It's pyramids all through here, G. On my soul. That's a hexagon in the middle. So it's deep. But yeah, though, so the more and more you stop speaking, the louder and louder that voice in your head get. That voice in your head. Oh, okay. Would you do a spiritual retreat? Have you ever been to Sedona? Nah, I haven't, and I would love to go. I would love to go to Sedona, and yeah, I definitely will do it. On the real. So it's important for us to realize that your life is what you make it. Your mentality creates your reality. So if a Christian believes they going to hell because they've broken the 10 Commandments, then when they die, their afterlife will be hell because that's what they believe in. But you can't use that shit on people that don't believe in that shit. You got to come at us differently. Now, you got to come at us that don't believe in that shit. We got to put the scale of Ma'at in front of us. Now we got to really be accountable for our actions. Does your bad outweigh your good? Or is the heart lighter than the feather? Because only the gods, this is how the gods become judged. Religious people, they put that shit on Jesus Christ, another person. But they say they love Jesus, but they worship the fact that he's been sacrificed for their sins. So they okay with that. They actually happy. Oh yeah, Jesus died for my sins. They really say it like Jesus wanted to die. That boy Jesus asked God, he was crying when they strung him up on that cross. He was crying. He was so confused. He said, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" Like, he didn't want to die for the children of Israel. He definitely didn't want to die for these Christians. According to him, he don't give a fuck about a Christian. He only been saved. He only was sent here to save the lost children of Eve, the lost sheep of Israel, because he's the shepherd. Y'all know what a shepherd is? Shit cold-blooded. But the trolls love it. It's deep soul. It's deep, man. He ain't want to die for their sins. Because, you feel me, he was begging God. He was asking God, like, why have you forsaken me? and let us know that, like, yo, all you motherfuckers that saying y'all Christians, y'all liars, and y'all dishonorable. It's okay with y'all if y'all go throughout life being a jackass. But when you die and your judgment day comes, you can put the bad things that you did on someone else. If you're okay with that, you dishonorable. 9 times out of 10, that's why y'all worship the devil. Because y'all are evil as fuck. I'm talking to you Christians. Hopefully, it ain't no Christians in here. But if it is, don't take offense. I'm not here to judge you or bash you. I'm trying to save you. Because if you believe you going to hell for breaking the 10 commandments, you going to hell. And that shit on... That shit only work on people that believe in it. That shit don't work on people like me. I ain't going to hell because I don't believe that shit. That's how the mind works. Take back control over your mind. Really, Creator God, he would not be in belief systems. Only the devil dwells in belief systems. Why is that? Because belief don't require evidence. So the devil can do his thing. He can get busy in that reality. Oh, what? These motherfuckers just believe in anything? All I gotta do is switch up the words, put a little sorcery in there, give them more books, shit. Put fear in their heart. Oh, damn, so they just gonna believe whatever I say without no evidence? Oh, yeah. I'm in Christianity. That's how the devil is. If there was a true God or real creator, because I identify man of their own realities. The only reason God exists, how people think God is because they believe in that shit. If they ain't believe in it, it don't exist. And once we really grasp this, once we really can wrap our minds around how the mind works, then you really start to take your powers back. And you really start to create your own reality. What you already do, because you are not the body, you are awareness. Awareness is consciousness. So you are consciousness inside of the body. Your consciousness creates reality through perception. We know what perception is. It's the interpretation of electrical impulses. So you're receiving light, you intaking smells, sounds, you're touching things. You as conscious awareness is interpreting that information. This is called perception or perceiving. And you creating reality so you can perceive. Without your conscious awareness, observation, nothing exists. So when you die, we all die. All of us. When you die, we all die because you're not going to be here to observe us in your reality. We won't even exist to you. Life will still exist to you, but we won't, because you'll be in another reality, experiencing another reality. We won't even be a thought in your mind in your afterlife. This is what I mean by once you die, we all die, because you're not here to observe us. Sauce God said you are God having a human experience. I agree. I say that sometimes too. Protect your melanin. They're doing experience. Definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, look, though, y'all. Come to the group chat, man. Let's get a game. So I have posted in the group chat. I'm finna shut this live down, though. But if y'all don't mind, go to the link in my bio. Hit the link. That's my YouTube channel. I'm finna go ahead be investing a lot of more time in YouTube, building that platform up. So I'm gonna be over there like most of the time next week, dropping the knowledge and the lectures and shit. So if y'all haven't, hit the link in my bio, the YouTube link in my bio. Just click it. You feel me? Subscribe to the channel. And I want to see y'all over there because I got some good shit for y'all. But all right, peace and healing, everybody. You don't need belief. You don't need hope. You don't need faith. You need only truth. Throw them wise up because it's time to wise up. Let's get it. All right, Vegan Soul Queen. Peace, goddess.
Let me give you another, it just strikes me, let me give you a